Chapter 21. The Master regenerates your power. Maharaj, the Guru or Master knows. He does not see or measure himself in the body form. He is out of the circle of body knowledge. He is ultimate, and from that position he is inviting attention of the invisible, anonymous listener in you and reminding you of reality. You are ultimate, you are final truth. The Master tells you that there is nothing to fear because you are the source. Therefore, when all activities end, full stop, dead, the search is over. In fact, there is no search because the searcher is already the ultimate. Questioner: but all these years of seeking, I've been a seeker, a searcher, for as long as I can remember. Maharaj, there is no seeker or searcher, so don't try to find the searcher through body knowledge, either intellectually, logically, or egoistically. There is just spontaneous reality. It is your spontaneous reality. It does not think, oh, I am Brahman, I am Atman, or Paramatman. It is spontaneous reality. And you are to maintain this reality so as to prevent external forces, which will always be circulating nearby, from distracting you. Questioner: that is why it's important for you to keep hammering and repeating the same things over and over again. Maharaj, same, yes, because it is necessary. The Master is regenerating your power. The power is there, but it is covered with ash. Master removes the ash that is in the form of illusory thoughts and concepts, etc. Questioner: during the daytime, thoughts trouble me more than at night time. What about time? Today is the last day of the year. Maharaj, there is no daytime and there is no night time. The limitations of time do not apply to you. As you know, you are not the body, so why give attention to day and night? Your day is someone else's night, and vice versa. Time is connected to the body alone. So many concepts come through the body. Was there time prior to beingness? No, there was nothing. Be convinced and have conviction. There were no concepts, no need of God, no need of food prior to body knowledge. Where was the mind, ego, intellect? Nowhere. There was nothing. There was no need of a master either, because there was no disciple. You were not a disciple. The master-disciple concept came when your presence appeared in the world. Questioner: but we do need a master now. Maharaj, a realized master is essential at the initial stage. The master is basically a medium, a channel, a means through which you can know yourself. Without him, you would not be able to know yourself in a real sense. The Master is inviting attention of the silent, invisible listener. You are Brahman. Questioner: before we came over to see you, Jenny said to me, we have to get a guru. I disagreed, as I have always done in the subject of gurus, saying, no, you can do it yourself like Ramana Maharshi did, or the Buddha. She asked me how many, apart from Ramana Maharshi, had self-realized. I had to agree that it is a very rare thing to be able to do it by yourself. It is almost impossible, isn't it? Maharaj, you have come to the place where the knowledge is direct. Knowing oneself in a real sense is knowledge. I am not talking about second-hand knowledge, and all the knowledge that you have accumulated through learning and study. No, this knowledge will not help you. What is the use of all this knowledge? Who is it for? It is for the unborn child. Everything is within you. You are the source of knowledge. I am talking about that. I am talking about your innate knowledge. You may be a spiritual master. You may have read thousands of books and achieved mastery over words. You may be a master of spiritual words, but will this knowledge help you? Will all these words help you when the time comes for you to leave the body? Questioner: I don't know. I have read a lot, so I hope so. Fingers crossed. Maharaj: now is the time for you to find out. Don't leave it till it's too late. Do self-inquiry and find out where you stand. Questioner: I know, I'll do more. Maharaj: people say that spirituality is anti-life and things like that because you're sort of turning away from the world and going within, aren't you? You're looking inside and everybody's looking outside. Not everybody, but many. Maharaj: there is no inside, no outside, no side at all. It is not necessary to make any deliberate effort to know yourself. You need not make any effort to know yourself. This is a direct approach. Everything is spontaneous. But in the beginning, to reach this ultimate truth, to have this ultimate truth, you have to undergo the discipline of meditation. There is no difference between the invisible speaker and the invisible listener. After conviction, there will be absolute peace, complete peace. You will be totally free in yourself. Then you will see, my presence is everywhere. My presence is in every being. Be simple and humble. Beware of any disturbance from the mind, ego, intellect, with such thoughts as, soon I will be self-realized, or I am an enlightened person. Beware of difficulties that threaten to pull you back into illusion. Nisargadatta Maharaj used to say, when unpleasant circumstances appear in life, you go to the ultimate truth. He therefore saw difficulties as challenges to be welcomed. He used to say, I invite unpleasant atmospheres and unpleasant things. If I am fortunate, I will welcome all these difficulties. Questioner: well, he was fortunate to meet Siddharameshwar Maharaj quite late. Maharaj: he only spent about 3 years maximum with Siddharameshwar Maharaj. Questioner: so he was lucky to get in before. Maharaj: the foundation was already there in him, so everything just clicked into place. To say just clicked is accurate because he had exceptional knowledge. When he listened to the lectures of Siddharameshwar Maharaj, he was so greatly impressed that he accepted it all totally and completely. He had high faith in his master. He had such a strong faith in Siddharameshwar Maharaj that he would say, my master is ultimate. Later on, when well-read foreigners used to ask him some very tricky questions, he answered them immediately and spontaneously without any difficulty. He replied instantly, saying, this is happening by the grace of my master. Questioner: amazing. Yes, absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's what got people going in the West. It was like anybody could come and ask, Maharaj, Morris Friedman used to ask some very tricky questions because he had also studied different philosophies and spiritual disciplines. He had gone through so many masters, Ramana Maharshi, J. Krishnamurti and all the rest. He was very impressed by Nisargadatta Maharaj and said, "This is exceptional knowledge." Questioner: the master's knowledge? Maharaj: you will never find this knowledge in any books. Books go round, taking you round and round. Here this is a direct approach, direct knowledge. Questioner: and Siddharameshwar Maharaj himself gave all credit to Bausaheb Maharaj, so it is a very strong connection right through the whole lineage. Maharaj: Siddharameshwar Maharaj had a deep faith, a strong faith in Bausaheb Maharaj. This knowledge is spontaneous knowledge. It is not bookish knowledge. It is spontaneous knowledge. Questioner: and the only variation is? Maharaj: of course, the words are different, the style of speaking is different, but the principle is the same. There is nothing but your selfless self. There is no God, no Brahman, no Atman, no Paramatman, no Master, apart from your selfless self. You are the source. Everything is within you. The fire is there, but it is covered with ash. The Master removes the ash. Questioner: and then there will be an explosion. Boom! A big fire. Maharaj: yes, it is the merging process, like the bucket of water and sea idea that I mentioned. If you pour a bucket of water into the sea, you will not be able to remove that water because it has merged with the sea. It is like that when you realize. When you realize, your independent identity will not remain. When you realize, the independent identity of someone else will not remain either. It dissolves. At that moment, at that particular stage, you will forget your entire identity. Your presence is. Your presence is there. Your presence is not somebody or something else. Without neglecting the body, you will know. You will know in this way. I am living in this house, i.e. the body. This is my temporary dwelling place, but I am eternal. Using different angles and dimensions, the role of the Master is to try and convince you of your reality. Your role is that of accepting what the Master is trying to convey, and also of convincing yourself. Questioner: I wanted to ask one more thing about the arty part of the worship. I came in late this morning and a few people were making a fuss because I was about to cross to the other side of the room, at what must have been an important part of the worship. Maharaj: first of all, lighting the fire and its significance, the arti ritual, is a custom, a concept. It is the custom not to cross the line that is marked down the middle of the hall when the fire is lit, because all these deities, many deities, are present here in a very, very subtle way. So you have not to disturb them by crossing the line at this time. Like the bhajans and meditation, this is an aspect of devotion, concentration. You are reminding yourself that you are ultimate truth.